If you've been following the channel, you've probably heard me talk about small cap stocks and why I don't hold them overnight. Number one, small cap stocks tend to have poor fundamentals, hence why their stock price is so low. Number two, small cap stocks or penny stocks tend to have a lower float, and all the float is just the shares available to the public to trade. So if there's a lower amount of shares available to the public to trade, the stock can be way easier manipulated in both directions. In my opinion, most of the opportunity in penny stocks is intraday. This is why every single position that I'm holding overnight is in my Tastyworks account where I'm trading options with Tasty Trade. If you want to check those live segments out, they will be live Mondays and Fridays at 12:30 Mountain Standard Time. You'll see us on there taking trades from options, futures, and even cryptocurrencies. In this portfolio, I have about $100 of Bitcoin, but I'm sorry to say I don't have any Dogecoin in there. All jokes aside, if you want your Dogecoin investment to go to $1, be sure to drop a like on this video. And if you think this whole Dogecoin hype is dumb, let me know in the comments and drop a like anyways. Now with that being said, I'm gonna show you how I like to find stocks to swing trade using options. Now that we are in my computer, I'm first going to open up the Tastyworks platform, and you can see right here, these are all of the positions that I'm currently holding, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 positions that I'm currently holding. And the market is going to close here in about 54 minutes or 56 minutes. So 2 p.m. for me, Mountain Standard Time. And I'll be holding all of these overnight. So I never would hold any stocks overnight. This was something completely new. Once I started getting into trading options with Tasty Trade, that was pretty much the first time I'm holding multiple positions overnight the way I am, especially over like a week, over 2, 3, 4 weeks, which is something completely different. It's new. And what I've learned so far is when you're holding positions overnight, the way you find opportunity is going to be completely different. These are the positions that I currently have on, but I'm going to first show you how you can find opportunity for yourself. So first thing that I want to do is I can come over here to watchlist. After I click watchlist, you're going to want to come over here and click this drop down menu. And right away, you're going to realize it says sector presets, positions, tasty earnings, and all earnings. If you go to sectors, of course, it's going to give you all of the sectors. But if you go to presets, you know, there's some unique ones like Tom's watchlist. I'm not too sure if you want to pay too close attention to that. I'm just kidding. Or you can go to high options volume. This is the one that I personally use the most, and you can filter this based off of the criteria that you're looking for. So for example, let's just say I want to find all of the stocks that have the highest IV rank right now. I can come over here, click IV rank, and I can set it to highest to lowest or lowest to highest, vice versa, whatever you want to do, but you get the point. I'm now looking at the stocks that have the highest IV rank. And especially when we're selling premium or selling options, selling into a high IV environment is something that is beneficial for us. Usually I'm looking for an IV rank of at least 20. So if I'm clicking this list, I'm going to throw away the stocks that have an IV rank of negative 7.2, 0.6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on and so forth. Because as an option seller, you benefit from the contraption of
what did he say?
IV. So that's why it works in our favor when we do that. Another thing we want to look for is liquidity. You want to make sure the stock is actually trading and isn't trading super wide markets. You want to make sure it's actually active. And again, same thing. You can do the same thing like I just did with the IV rank and list those from highest liquidity to lowest. For me personally, whenever I'm choosing a stock to go long on or go short on, I'm always checking this liquidity. Even outside of trading options, I was always looking at liquidity. I think no matter where you trade in the market, liquidity may be one of the most important factors. If there's no trading going on wherever you're trying to trade, it doesn't make too much sense and you're going to get bad fills because there's not as many market participants in that area. I'm usually shooting for a 4 or 5 star liquidity. Again, IV rank is important. Volume is important. Maybe at least 1 million volume you want the stock to trade. And again, it's going to show you if the stock is liquid enough for you to trade anyways. Now, after I talked about IV rank, I talked about volume, I talked about liquidity. Now I'm going to actually talk about why I see opportunity whenever I'm searching for opportunity. For example, I'm looking to find stocks that are very oversold if I have a bullish opinion on a stock. So if I want to get into a stock for the price to go higher, I am looking for a stock that is oversold, meaning I'm looking for a stock that is in the red, a stock that has really sold off. I want to buy that stock. That's a stock that I'm feeling bullish on, right? I'm not feeling bullish on a stock that just went up 15% for the day, especially on a large cap. That'd be a massive move on a large cap stock. But I'm just not interested, or I don't see opportunity on a stock that went up massive during the day, or I'm not going to feel bullish about it. I might feel bearish about it, but instead of talking about it, I'm just going to show you right here. So if I'm looking for stocks that are very oversold in the market, all you have to do is click percent change. And now immediately it's showing me the stocks that have dropped the most to the least. So you can see right now, TRIP has dropped about 11%. And let's just type that in, or let's just click on that, and then I'll take you to the chart view. So you can see that TRIP has sold off dramatically. And if someone wanted to, they can buy this stock that is oversold. And again, you don't have to be exactly right with your entries and exits, especially when you're trading options, because you have time on your options contract. So whenever you're choosing a contract as well, just real quick, usually with the Tasty Trade mechanics, we're going to usually try and shoot around 42 days. So I mean, right now I may pick the 31 day just because we're kind of in that awkward time frame. But of course, you could always choose the June as well if that's what you're looking for. And then I like to find the stocks to apply the Tasty Trade mechanics on. And that's a part of the mechanics. When I was telling you about the IV rank, I was telling you about the liquidity, I was telling you about the volume, all that good stuff. All of that information is based off of a quantitative approach. So these numbers aren't like coming out of nowhere. Like we're not choosing the 20 IV rank for no reason. And then when I take you in to show you which deltas we're going to be looking at on the contracts to choose, those aren't random numbers either. This comes from actual research so that you can get the best probabilities when you're trading. Now I went over how you can find stocks that are very oversold on to where you can maybe put a bullish position on. Now, in the contrary, if you want to find a stock that is very overbought to maybe take a bearish position on, you can see we're kind of doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing in the market, right? We're finding the stocks that are really oversold or really overbought, and then we're taking them in the opposite direction. So you can see here the percent change with VIX. About 8%, which is a lot. And then we have 7% for TZA and so on and so forth. So you can see again, if I want to maybe look for an opportunity to take a bearish position on, I might look for it on something that is overbought. And again, you don't have to force any trades. If you don't see anything that you like after you type one of these tickers in and you don't like how the chart is looking, you don't have to take the trade. But what you can do is find all the stocks that fit your criteria, click on them, and then plug them into your chart and see if you then like how the chart is looking. And then you can follow whatever mechanics you would like to. And again, I'm going to show you the mechanics that I use here in a moment. But so far, I covered the little scanner, the built-in scanners that Tasty Trade has so that you can find these stocks in the first place. I told you about the IV rank, why it's important, and how low you should look for. I know this one has 19.5, but that's still something I personally would take, even though it's just a little bit under 20. And again, liquidity, extremely important. You don't really want to be trading any 1-star, 2-star dried up stocks that don't have any type of action in. Now I'm going to go to the actual trade page. Now, TRIP, let's go to its chart. You see what it looks like. It's an all right chart. I mean, it's not my favorite, but we'll use it for this example. But it's very oversold. And this looks really attractive to me to take a bullish position in, not a bearish position, because taking a bearish position right here would mean that I'm chasing weakness. And I don't want to chase weakness. If you watch one of the first videos when we're trading options, I remember I was taking a bullish position into Riot. I mean, the reason why I was kind of taking that was just because Bitcoin was super hyped up right now, yada, yada, yada. And I just wanted to kind of see. But I took that bullish position into strength, which that was my first red trade. That trade didn't work out. And now I'm finding stocks to really go long into a lot of weakness. So that is why it looks attractive to me. And after I see that, okay, I like the chart, everything's working, the IV rank, the liquidity, everything's adding up, I go to trade. And for now, we're just going to click the May 21st expiration date. I was just speaking about how we will trade around the 42-day time expiration, but I know a lot of people will choose those weekly expiration dates because they are a little cheaper due to their expiration date being so soon. But I do want to caution you on buying the same week expiration because of theta, because of the Greeks, and just so that you can actually give yourself enough time to be correct. So I just want to throw that out there. There's no rush. You shouldn't try to get rich quick, all that kind of stuff. Move away from that mindset, throw it out the window. Don't let social media put a false image of how trading should be in your head. So now if I'm looking to take a bullish position in Trip right now with all of my criteria being met, I even took a glimpse at the chart to see if I liked how it was looking. Everything's looking good. Now I need to choose my contracts. What's really nice is if you're someone that's new into options, you can just click whatever strategy you want. So if I'm selling a put spread, that's what the strategy is called. I'm not going to get too much into every single detail since that's not what this video is about. But what I would then do is I would click here. And if I'm selling a put, that means I'm shorting a put, right? And then that would be a vertical spread. So I'm shorting a vertical spread, right, on the puts. So that's exactly what I'm doing. After you have what you need in here selected, you can go ahead and click go. So right when I click go, you can see it's on the put side over here on your right hand side. And if I go to short calls, it's going to go on your left hand side. So that's just something I want to show you real quick. Pretty convenient. But right away, I'm going to sell a put spread. I'm going to choose the contracts closest to the 25 delta. So now let me go over here to my right hand side. You can see I have bid, ask, and then delta right here. Right here, we have a 3 delta, a 6 delta, 18, 29, and 33, and 38. I just said I'm going to look for the 25. So there is no actual 25 delta on there, but I'm going to get the closest that I can get. So I'm going to go in between 18 and 29. And you can see on this options contract, it doesn't expire until May 21st. We're going to be checking our positions and managing them around 21 days, but the contracts as a whole have a lot of time on them. What's nice about selecting these 25 delta contracts, so you can see I'm selecting the 40 and 43 strike. Let's just go to what a chart is going to look like and where the 43 and 40 is. So $43 is going to be this level right here. So this is 43, and I'm also choosing the 40 contract. So you can see by choosing that 25 delta, I'm also giving myself a little bit of breathing room. I'm not choosing right at the money either. So that's another thing that I like about this approach. But that's just it. That's really simple. That's all I do to look for opportunities to swing trade. So if you are trading options and you see an opportunity you want to execute on, you can use the Tasty Trade mechanics to help you do that. The Tasty Trade mechanics comes from research. So again, over here on watchlist is going to be where you can actually find all your stocks. And I'll take you through it again. I go to presets, I come down here and I choose high options volume. And when I click high options volume, it gives me this whole list. You can filter it by percent change, IV rank, liquidity. Once you find a stock that you like in here, click on it. Then type it into this, or then bring up the chart for it right here. See if you like how the chart looks. This is a disgusting chart. This is absolutely ugly. I don't know if they did some type of offering right here or whatever, but case in point, you're going to type in the stocks. They might fit your criteria. They all might fit your criteria, but then you want to type it into here and see if you like how the chart looks. If you like how the chart looks, then go to the trade page and open up your options contracts and choose whatever you would like and follow the mechanics. That's going to be it for this video. I know I went a little bit fast, so if I missed anything, I will be sure to go back over it in another video. If you got any value or learned something new today, I'd appreciate it if you dropped a like on the video. Let me know in the comments what you think and if you like these type of videos. But this is how I will personally look for opportunities to swing trade, and I will catch you in the next one.